resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will get the ball first. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the... Oh, he's got the mistake! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Hunt is on its way. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Tulsa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Carney. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Dropping back, it's Graves. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it out. It's Winton. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Winton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Now the play fake. Finds the tight end.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Punt is on its way. Like that or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking to pass. It's Graves. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Carney. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Golden Hurricane to the line facing second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The throw. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. From the gun. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working on the right. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rushes on him, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Working that left side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
He'll pull it down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Graves. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Still looking, on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The inside handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping,
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Winton. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's got it inside the 35.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else, but in pre-snap.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tulsa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like this. The QB, you can tell. Quick read. See it. Get the ball out of your hands. Get the ball out wide to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. No monkey business. No waiting in the pocket. No indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the draw. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Graves. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Makes a move. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. The toss sweep to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Graves. Oh, they're after him. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Right on the money.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They just keep firing. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Winton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Off play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to Buffalo. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable...
Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man, it's Winton. Into enemy territory and outbounds at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Makes the grab, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Throwing right. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Bring in the heat. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Turning it on! Past the sticks, and he may get more. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.